Hey there, do you want to learn all about the search function in Microsoft Excel, that too with an example? If yes, then this video is absolutely for you. Do watch it without the fail. In this video, I'm going to explain the easy steps to build the search function in Microsoft Excel. I'll also try to show you that how you can nest the search function with left, right, and len function. Okay, and I'll take you through complete steps in constructing the search function from scratch, and all this has been done using a very simple data which will be very easy to recreate and understand. You can easily get this exercise file downloaded in your system using the link provided in the description of this video. So go ahead, download that file, watch this complete video, practice this concept in the exercise file provided to you, and become the master of it. Hello everyone, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is session number 129 and we are learning the Excel's text-based functions in Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel has several different text-based functions. We have already learned about the left function, right function, mid function, len function, right? So these are few of them, and we are going to take a look at another one today, and that's called the search function. Okay, now I do want to point out that there are actually two functions that are very similar to one another, right? We are going to take a look at search function, but there's another one called find. Okay, and as another homework assignment for you in this video, I recommend taking a look at the difference between these two functions, search and find. Alright, now here is the search function and here's the setup. So first let's see the example. Open in front of you, I have got the exercise file once again that comes with this course, and I have got the tab called the search function here. That's the active one in front of you. So here I have got a simple little list, a few names and two empty columns. Okay, now in the name column we have got two values. We get the first name and the last name. I'm sure that if you have not already, you will at some point run into a list that's formatted such as this in front of you. Two values like first name and the last name combined into one cell. Maybe if that is not the name, maybe that would be the address or some other values where you really want to break them up into two separate columns, right? Now, there's a multiple different ways to do this. Some of you may use text to column to accomplish this. Text to column is great. If you haven't used it, it's on your data tab. Okay, so you can select a group of data, and based on a delimiter or something that separates the values, you can break them up into their individual values. But in this case we have got a space. Every single name here has a space that separates the two values, first name and the last name. Okay, so text to column could be a good candidate in this situation, but it's not always effective. So what we are going to take a look at here is utilizing the search function and perhaps some other functions to help us break this up. So we'll make this a little more robust so that it can handle just about any situations you throw at it. Okay, so take a look. So I'm going to jump into the first name column. I want to know the first name of each of these names, right? Patrick, Joe, Brent, Joe, Martin. I want to break this up. Well, earlier if you watched that video, we talked about left, right and mid function. If you haven't, I have provided the link above here, so just go ahead and watch that video as well. Well, could I use one of those functions to extract the first name out of the A column? Well, sure, I can do this. I can jump into the cell B2. I'll say equals left, because the first hand names are on the left hand side in this A column. Okay, so open parenthesis, wants to know two things, right? It wants to know where the text is at. Well, that's easy. That's an A2 comma, and it wants to know how many characters. Well, let's count Patrick guy here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 characters. So I'll type in 7, close my parenthesis, hit my enter key, and we got Patrick. Right now if I copy this down, oh, what's wrong? I'm getting Joe, Do, Brent, P, Joe, Pau, Martin. Now I'm getting perhaps too much information here, right? Martin looks pretty good, but the rest of them I got pieces of their last name also, correct? Well, the function that I created here using the left had a hard number. It always going to grab this 7. So I could do this, right? I could go to each individual function and update it. Like I say, I only need here 3, not 7, and do that manually, right? But that's quite the task. Let's fix this. So let's introduce the function called search. The search function will always allow you to search a string, a collection of values like Patrick Malio. It allows searching for special characters. What do you think? Am I going to search for A or M? What am I trying to do here? So I'm trying to get just the first name, right? So what should I search for? The space. I need to know where the space is at. So let's try this once again. I'm going to just delete this and jump into the B2 cell again. To make this a little bit easier, I'll go to the formulas, text, and I'm going to find, I'm not going to start with search. So I want to show you the whole purpose here. That is, I want to extract the first name, right? Where positionally the first name is. It's on the left hand side, so I'm going to use left. All right. First, it wants to know, hey, well, where's the text at, right? So that's simple, A2. Well, the next part is not so simple. We need to know a dynamic number of characters, right? I can't just put 7 in there. So we saw that problem earlier, right? Well, here we are going to find the space using the search function, and really what the search function does. We'll see this. So it returns the position of that character we are searching for. What's this? So I'm just going to say search, open up a parenthesis, and once again, just to make it easier, I'm gonna click up into my formula bar into the search function, and this will open up the function argument for search function. So here we go. We just see 3 things here, right? Find what text, where am I going to find it, and is there a specific character that you want me to start at, what number position you want me to start that, right? So we are not going to use the third one, but I'm going to tell it to find the space, right, in the way that I do this by doing quotes, space quotes. Literally whatever we put in the quote is literally what Excel will search for. So in this case we are searching for a space, so just 2 quotes with a space in between, and now we are going to find it. So well, it's going to find it inside A2. Look at this. So look at this, we are searching for space inside of A2, which is Patrick Malio, and it says, hey, it's at the 8th position here, right? Patrick, Patrick, that's 7, and 8 is the space. Look at that, it found it, right? So now go back to the left. Let me just click here on the left. So we have told it, hey, I want to look at cell A2 and I want you to give me this number of character and this dynamic range of character, right? Find the 8. So I'll just hit OK, and there's the Patrick. I'll just copy it down. There we go. Patrick, Joe, Brent, Joe, Martin, right? Magic of writing the function for dynamic numbers here. Great, right? So we are no more changing the numbers manually in each cell inside the formula, but we are just using the power of nesting. We are taking the search function, nesting into the left function, and being able to extract the first name. Now let's try this once again. Let's take a step further. I want to get the last name here in C2 cell. Okay, so well, this one is going to be a bit more involved. Let's think about this for a moment. I need to get the last name, where the last name are at positionally where they were. They are on the right? So Marlowe, Thornton, Burns, Pawelski, Jones, right? They are all on the right hand side of that cell. While we know we have a right function, right? Like I say this, equal right open parenthesis wants to know 2 things. It wants to know where the text is at, and I will say that it's A2, right? Then comma. Now it wants to know how many characters, and it's different all over again, right? We got Marlowe, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 characters. We got Thornton, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 characters. Burns with just 5 characters, and so on. So we are stuck in that same situation once again. We can't just give it a static number, right? We need something dynamic. So now, can I use a search? Let's try this out. What if I bring in a search here? So now I'm going to open up my function window. I'm going to just hit FX button here and see if this will help me out. Let's see. So let's just read here. Returns the number of the character at which a specific character or a string is first found, reading left to right, and it's not case sensitive. So do you see here, reading left to right? Well, where are our names at? Our names are on the right hand side, right? So I'm not trying to read left to right, I'm trying to read the other direction to get the last name. So using the search function is not really going to help me here, so I'm gonna cancel this out. All right, so we are going to bring in one more function here. Maybe you think that we are going to get a little bit messy here, but as there's a little bit of stuff more involved here, but we are creating this very dynamic, very robust function that's going to do all this work for us. So let's do this. So you could find this messy, you could find this complex, but once you will able to understand that what is the foundation based on which we write the function inside Excel, then it will be not more than a easy stuff. Okay, so let's do this. So I am inside cell C2 again. Now remember, I want to extract from the right hand side, so I am going to get into the text again, and I'm gonna grab the write function. All right, so where is my text at? It's inside A2. There it is, number chars. Now here is where it gets tricky and we get to do a little bit of maths here. We talked earlier about the len function. If you have not watched that video, I have provided the link here at the top of this video. Just go ahead and watch that as well. Okay, so the length function which returns the number of characters within a cell. I'm going to bring the len in here. So I'll say len, and here I'm gonna grab A2. Okay, so now I'm just using the length function to tell me how many characters are in that cell. Oh well, that's 15, right? Patrick Mallew with the space, that's 15 character. Okay, great. So well, you know what, I only need Mallew, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 characters, right? Well, but then Thornton is 8 characters and Burns is 5 characters and so on, right? So I know the total number of characters, but now I need to know the difference, right, between the total number and the actual count of the last name. Well, how can we find that? We will use the search function, and I mean to do some subtraction here. Okay, so I'm gonna say take that link, and which is total of 15 or whatever, and then subtract that and put the search. Okay, find that space again. So I'm going to make it easy. I'm gonna just click up here on the search. Okay, so we are going to find the empty space, so quote space quote. All right, and we are going to find it within the text Patrick Mallew, and I'm going to click back into the write function. So I'm feeling good about this right now. We got A2, we have got number characters, which is going to be total length 15 minus how many characters have been found till that space. We are going to subtract that off and it will tell me we have got 7, right? So is that right? Mallew, M-A-R-L-E-A-U, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? I'll hit OK and I got Mallew. Let's try to drag it down. Thornton, Burns, Pawelski, Jones. So by doing a little bit of nesting, we are using the write function. But in order to get a dynamic number back, we will first find out how many characters are in there, use the len function, and then we will subtract the previous character up to the space, whatever that is, whether it's 8 character or 4 character or 6 character, whatever it is, right? But by nesting, we are creating this, right? Much more dynamic, much more robust, right? Much more reusable function. Remember, don't do anything manually. Get Excel to do it for you. So try this out. First get the first name, use the left function, use that search function to find the dynamic number. Once you get a grasp on that, try out the last name, right? Get a feel for working with these left right functions, but then bring in these other functions, nesting them in to make it more dynamic, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Along with search function, I wanted to bring it a taste of something on the nesting part, where we can nest the right function, the left function, the len function, which we have already learned in our previous videos. I'm just trying to show the different flavors of those functions when they get combined with the search function. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and as I always say, if you really like this video and enjoying this journey, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright, then we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment section of this video. So see you in the next session. Till then, stay safe, have a great life, and take very good care of yourself.